Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back. I'm back. I hope you're all having a fantastic week so far. It's been a long time, hasn't it? So super excited to be here. There's a lot to talk about. I've missed out on a lot. But yeah, I'm back, everyone. How are you feeling? Let's go check out all who's in chat right now. Let's take a scroll through. We have, let's go all the way to the top here. We have Garden Girl Inc. Thank you for joining. She says, she's excited to talk about the House of the Dragon trailer. We'll talk about that. We got Rick Hoppy, the Maester of Coffee. What's going on? Robbie Meeson, talking a little bit about that con in Las Vegas. Pretty exciting that that's happening. King Cat says, welcome back. Thank you very much. Cat, really appreciate that. We got Nicola. Nice to see you in chat, my friend. In Deep Geek, the 300,000K YouTuber in chat, popping in. Nice to see you, my man. Thanks for dropping by. Capertinsky is in chat. We have Anthony Shaddix. What's going on, my man? Wesley, I see you, my friend. Who else do we have in here? Untainted Afro. Nice to see you as well. The Bandersnatch is in chat. Nice to see you. Carlo Wagner is in chat as well. And yeah, I think and Eric C. I see Eric C. So if anybody's watching, you're just kind of lurking, that's cool too. You can just chill out. You don't have to participate in chat, but of course you're welcome to. And yeah, it's been a while since we made content on the channel. Of course, I'm not going to go too much into it, but my mom passed away 3 months ago, or a little bit over 3 months ago now. And I needed to take the proper time to deal with that, right? And I thought about coming back earlier a couple times, but then, you know, things happen and there's so much happening. So without getting into all of it, I'm back. I'm super excited to be back at work. And yeah, there's a lot of exciting things coming up for the channel, including another live stream tomorrow with the Z's from History of Westeros, where we're going to be having a full stream talking about The Witcher Season 2. But yeah, guys, I mean, there's so much to talk about. Actually, you know what I kind of want to start off with? And we see Jody Collins, what's going on in chat? I'm gonna take a little. I got a little booster juice here. It's pineapple, apple juice, and ginger. It's my favorite. It's delicious. One thing I wanted to talk about is I don't know how many of you in chat got to go see Shang-Chi. It was my first time at the movie theaters since the start of the pandemic. And man, I gotta say, Shang-Chi ranks in the top 5 Marvel movies of all time for me. If you guys could let me know in chat, did any of you go see Shang-Chi? Because I was blown away. It reminded me a lot of Black Panther in a way, like the kind of structure, like there was like a lot of mythology, especially about Asian mythology, which was really cool. Of course, you got, you know, the African mythology and all of that in Black Panther, which is fantastic. And yeah, I was super impressed. I thought that the characters were really compelling. I thought, I mean, the visual and cinematics, there's not too much you got to say other than it was really mind blowing when you see the dragon and all the cool effects when they're entering this different realm and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, honestly, Shang-Chi was real. Like, I think it's actually probably my favorite Marvel movie other than Iron Man. And that's saying a lot. Like, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I love all the Avengers movies, but there was really something about this movie, like just the mythology, kind of the coming of age story, the familial element about it. I cried a couple of times during the movie, right? Like there was Shang-Chi was going through a similar thing that I did, like the loss of his mother, right? Like there was a lot of great storytelling in that aspect, kind of like the flashback to when he was a little kid and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. And, you know, him being trained by his dad and kind of showing that the kind of the polar opposite personalities of his father and his mother. So I was really impressed by that. But yeah, for me, Shang-Chi is a top 5 Marvel movie. I don't know where I would rank it, honestly, because Iron Man number 1 will probably always be my favorite. Captain America Winter Soldier is in my top 3 or 4 movies, so you got to rank that up there. The original Guardians of the Galaxy is just so fun. So I'd probably do like Iron Man, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Shang-Chi, Guardians of the Galaxy, and probably like one of the Avengers movies. Hey, One Journey, what's going on? Yeah, so I was super impressed by Shang-Chi, and it was just cool to be back at the movie theater, right? Like it had been such a long time since that happened, and I don't know. I went with my cousin and his girlfriend, and it was super. There was only like I went like 3 weeks after, or like 2.5 weeks after it came out, so there was only like 7 people in the movie theater, but yeah, everybody was like clapping and cheering and loving the amazing moments that were popping up. So absolutely crazy. Kay Pertinsky says, my top 5 in rough order are Infinity War, Ragnarok, Civil War, Endgame, and Winter Soldier. There's like really no wrong answer because it all depends on what, who your favorite characters are, right? Because there are so many great characters in Marvel. And Joel, man, oh dude, so nice to see you. By the way, chat, one of my great friends on YouTube, Joel, I grew up listening to metal music. I still do. He is the most talented metal guitarist on all of YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to Joel's channel, even if you don't like metal, he's so talented, and he's the god of covering. Whenever a new song comes up from a new album, I'm like, okay, I go to YouTube and I see if he's out, man. But yeah, so cool to see all of you in chat. And yeah, like I said, tomorrow is going to be an interesting stream. We're going to focus it all on The Witcher Season 2 and Witcher Season 3, by the way. The Witcher got renewed for Season 3, so internally, I'm guessing, they get to watch these shows after they've produced them for this amount of time. Anyways, they've watched it, and it's apparently really good. That's just the rumors out there, and I'm really excited because, some of these fantasy shows, they don't get to last as long as we like. There's a lot of these Arthur shows, these kind of different fantasy element shows, but I think The Witcher is a little bit of a different animal, right? There's a huge fandom from the games, of course. Like The Witcher 3 has sold like 33 million games or 32 million games worldwide, and the books are absolutely fantastic. So and by the way, Chad, they have a new VFX coordinator, Virtual Effects. I believe it's the same person who does all the Mandalorian stuff. So some people were kind of harping on the elements of like, the Golden Dragon and stuff like that from Season 1. But I thought it was a pretty impressive Season 1. I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10, but I was really impressed, being a lover of the Witcher books and just an overall big Witcher fan. What has everybody been up to? Like, what have you guys been enjoying? Actually, let me ask this question. What are you the most excited about? Because there's all sorts of stuff that's coming out, right? We got Hawkeye. We're going to cover Hawkeye on the channel. That's going to be super fun. I believe that comes out November 17th, I believe. Then we got The Eternals. That comes out on November 5th. And internally in Marvel, they're saying this is their best movie ever. And I don't know. I just saw Shang-Chi. I'm kind of getting similar vibes to The Eternals, where it's like, more focused on the human elements, and human elements from characters that aren't necessarily human, other than the Kit Harington character that we're going to get to see with the Black Knight, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So we got Hawkeye. We also have, like I said, we have The Eternals. Dexter is coming back. That's really interesting. We'll probably not cover that on the channel, but something that I'm interested in watching, being a Dexter fan. So that's pretty interesting. The Expanse comes back. Book of Boba Fett comes back at December 29th at the end of the year. And then The Witcher Season 2, is it December 17th on the Friday? I think that's when it comes out, or maybe a couple days after, but I know it's in that time frame. So, and obviously House of the Dragon trailer just came out, so I'm going to have to do a breakdown of that eventually. But, yeah, what is everybody most excited to see? Like, what is everybody hyped about the most? I think obviously it goes without saying that I'm excited that Game of Thrones is coming back. But I'm really excited for Witcher Season 2. Really excited. And cheers, everyone. I'm just having a smoothie, or, well, it's like a smoothie / juice. Nicholas says, I can't wait for House of the Dragon. That's cool. Kay Pertinsky says, Shang-Chi was the one I was least excited for this year, but I was blown away. So if The Eternals is even better, nice. Yeah. Internally, that's what they were saying. They were most impressed with this movie. And it's interesting, we get 2 of our favorite Game of Thrones actors in there. We get Richard Madden, who played Robb Stark, and we get Kit Harington, who played Jon Snow. So that'll be cool to see them in a Marvel IP. Never would have thought that happened, huh? Hey, VJ, what's going on? Samael Morningstar, nice to see you. Can't wait for House of the Dragon Obi-Wan. Yeah, they just finished filming, right? So, by the way, chat, so here's, I'm just going to kind of give an update on how we're going to do things for the channel for a little bit. Okay? I'm just going to be honest with you guys. So, I'm dealing with a lot. I have to deal with my mom's estate and all of this other stuff that's going on, and also taking care of myself, right? I am going to therapy and all of these different things to take care of myself. I've been going to the gym. I lost some weight. I've been changing out my diet. I've been going for walks. I've been trying to socialize with other humans to make sure that my mental my mental state is in a good state. So for the next little bit, there are probably not going to be as many edited videos, okay? But my goal is to get an editor for the channel. So we're going to try to reach some goals in the channel. We have currently 8 people who have hit the join button. We're trying to get to 15 by the end of October. So of course it starts off at $4.99 a month. You don't have to if you don't want to. The content will always be free on the channel, but there is some extra bonus content if you do want to hit that join button. So we're trying to work towards some goals in the channel, hire an editor. But for the next little bit anyways, because when The Witcher Season 2 drops, that's going to be hard to drop all at once, right? For me to review every episode all at once. I'm going to be doing live streams every day, Monday to Friday, from either noon or 1 o'clock till probably about 2:30 in the afternoon. And we'll go over all the news of the day kind of deal. We'll go, if there's news about the Eternals and Hawkeye on Monday, we'll do that. If there's news about House of the Dragon on the Tuesday, we'll focus more on that. If there's news about The Witcher on the Wednesday, we'll do that. And I'll do streams for the next little bit just so I can kind of get my gears going, because this is pretty interesting just to jump into content creation again, because I haven't taken a break like this in a long time, right? So 3 months, being away for 3 months is pretty interesting, and jumping back into it and, kind of working yourself up to kind of edit videos and do all of that again. But I'm going to hire an editor for the channel, and we'll work towards those goals together, all of your support and all of that. But I think it would be cool if we kind of had like a news live stream that someone could look forward to kind of every day. And then that way we could have like 5 live streams a week. And if I hire an editor for the channel, then I can still have edited videos. So we would have like, something to look forward to. I would come and live stream every day around noon, 1 p.m. And then we would have that, and we would chat and kind of go over all the hype and news and stuff that we need to go over. And it's fun. It's fun interacting with the live stream. You guys get to see me, you get to see my energy, and I get to answer your questions, and we get to interact and have a chat. And that's kind of my favorite thing, to do on YouTube. And just to kind of explain it, like, to be honest, I don't really enjoy video editing. I enjoy the fact that I have control over my own, kind of creative license. I like, I like things to be organized and creative and tell a story in a way where when I edit videos. But I think that it'll make me less stressed, and it'll give me more time to interact with you guys in the comment section, and it'll definitely help out to have someone help out with the channel. It'll keep me a little bit less stressed while I'm still dealing with all of this stuff. So there will be days where I don't feel as good, but like I said, I'm excited to get back to work, and I do want to stay busy and do all of that. So, it seems like you guys in the chat are all down for that too. He says, Anthony says, you look good, Kyle. It looks like you've been taking care of yourself. Yeah. Like, one thing I've been doing is, I have been going for walks. There's a place called the Boardwalk here in the Sioux, right? We have Lake Superior, which is absolutely beautiful. And I go walk, and I put my music on. I usually go there at 8:30 in the morning, and I walk for about 45 minutes to an hour. And that's kind of like my workout. You know what I mean? And I get some fresh air, and the water and nature is always beautiful, so I go do that. And I've been making smoothies. I did have to go to the doctors because I do have a stomach ulcer, unfortunately, from all the stress and just eating like crap from all the stuff that's been happening for a couple months. So I've been doing smoothies, and I've lost like 20-25 pounds. I feel really good. So people have said my skin looks better and stuff. I don't know about that, but I do feel a little bit healthier. Also, just really excited to kind of get back into it. But I think that that's kind of going to be the focus for the channel for the next little bit. We're going to be doing live streams. We got a nice 4K camera. I got a nice Sony camera. The quality will be nice, and it's way, way, way better than the webcam we were using. So that's kind of an upgrade. And yeah, I feel super comfy in space here. And we'll watch trailers together, and we'll take a look at pictures from sets and stuff like that. All the kind of stuff that we would normally do. I do see Peter Bovey here in the chat. Been watching your videos for years, man. Kyra the fucking man. Thanks, man. You're the man as well, Peter. Untainted Afro is also a YouTuber here on YouTube, guys. She's also here in Canada if you guys want to give her a warm welcome in chat. Yeah. Let's say hello to her. The one and only Tinkerbell. I'm sorry, but I don't watch too many live streams anymore. I don't have that much time. Even now, I'm doing something else on the side. That's cool too. If you don't have time, that's fine as well. But what I want to do is create consistency, right? Because I haven't been back. I haven't been creating content here for months. So we're gonna create some consistency on the channel, and it'll be fun. We'll, I'm sure, have some new people that'll come join the community, and we'll have some old people come back that. We'll get notified that we're doing content, and I'll kind of spread the word too. You know what I mean? And we'll team up with some other YouTubers. I've already been talking to Sean Tanktop from Burlington Bar. He's going to come chat with us. We're going to talk some Star Wars and Marvel and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to have some guests on. Aziz is coming on tomorrow, and we're going to get the podcast a surprise coming back too. So we're having a meeting next week, me, Mikala, and Aziz, to kind of figure out when we're going to do our next episode. And our next episode, remember, we're finished the first 2 books. We finished all the short stories. We're going to do an episode on Nilfgaard. So that's going to be really exciting because we haven't got into Blood of Elves yet, which some of it is covered in season 1, but some will also be covered in season 2. So that's going to be really exciting because the first 2 books in the podcast surprise are divided into separate short stories, and we'll have to change up our format a little bit in how we how we present the podcast. So that'll be really exciting. Lots of exciting things, like I said, and we're gonna work towards some goals. It's gonna take some time to build back up the hype again, but that's okay. I'm cool with that. And I think you know, just taking our time to kind of get back into things, to kind of flow instead of just jumping full speed will be fun. Winter Ashera. Did you like the House of the Dragon teaser? Hell yeah, I did. Let's talk a little bit about. Do we want to talk a little bit about the House of the Dragon trailer? We could. We got the Rogue Prince Daemon looking amazing, like a badass, right? Talking about how they conquered the 7 kingdoms. Gods, kings, fire and blood. Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did. That's amazing. So really excited about that. Matt Smith looks absolutely fantastic. Of course, we have all of those interesting scenes with young Rhaenyra, which is going to be cool. So I think we're going to get more flashbacks too in House of the Dragon, which is really exciting. So that'll kind of give context to some of the experiences that our older characters in this show you know, will kind of frame their decision making a little bit. So that'll be really interesting. So that, I mean, the cinematography looks amazing, right? It looks absolutely fantastic. And then we have Paddy Considine's King Viserys. Oh my God. And he's holding what could be Blackfire there. What do we think? Sitting on and the Iron Throne looks more badass. There's, oh my God. It looks so great, right? What else? I mean, the Valerians. Oh my God. Corlys looks so badass. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that part of the trailer. Them just kind of waltzing in and their sigil and their armor and their outfits look so good. So I was really, really impressed by that. And then, we have, the tourney that's going on. That's really cool too, right? We have Alicent Hightower and Rhaenyra watching the tournament. So that's really cool. What else was in there? Then there's Alicent Hightower walking with the Valyrian dagger, right? That killed the Night King, man, in season 8. I know people were kind of probably still pissed off about that, but that's a familiar dagger that we've seen. So that was pretty cool, right? That was hype. And then we have we have Laenor Velaryon is having a huge sword fight in the trailer. So that was cool. That was intense. There's lots of conflict in the trailer. I love it. And there's lots of intensity. And then we see Oh man, my favorite scene of the whole trailer is when Rhaenyra's walking towards the Iron Throne, and there's all the spikes and the upgrade the upgraded Iron Throne, as Wesley is saying, right? We have also Joseph Boros coming in chat, man. Nice to see you, my man. But yeah, no, the trailer was so good. I'll have to do a proper breakdown of it, right, and kind of go over the parts and what I enjoyed and what's super interesting and what should be anticipated. We'll definitely do that. But I'm going to take my time with it too. But yeah, I thought the House of the Dragon trailer looked impressive. I mean, the production value just looks amazing, right? What else is there to really say other than it looks fantastic? Anthony Shattuck says one of the horses has the Stark emblem during the jest. Yeah. But you know, I'm so interested. Like I love the Starks, but I'm so interested to get to know these other houses and for them to be featured, right? For them to be featured, and like the High Towers, and for us to get to know the different Targaryens and the Valerians. Oh man, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be really good. The Balerion, oh yeah, with the candles, the Balerion visual, the big skull. Oh, that looks so cool too. But yeah, I was really, and then there's I think the Valerians and the Targaryens are having a feast in the throne room, or just a bunch of people are having a feast in the throne room, so that looked pretty cool. And then we have the tourney, and then there's that really badass Targaryen helmet with like the wings on top of the helmet, which looks sweet, and the sweet Targaryen shield. All of that's going to be so crazy, right? There's going to be so many amazing details that they've put into it, right? Because people have been dying to have Game of Thrones back, right? After the kind of debacle that happened with season 8. So people are really looking forward to them kind of restoring some of the greatness that Game of Thrones, brought. We also saw in the trailer Otto Hightower with the Hand of the Kingpin, which was cool. There's probably some, I mean, I liked it. I keep on saying I have favorite parts, and I keep on changing my mind, but I think all of it was so amazing. Just the tone of it, the intensity. Going to be lots of conflict. It's Game of Thrones, man. House of the Dragon. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be so good. People in chat. Oh yeah, and all the dragons. I think it was like 17 dragons are going to be in the show, and all the locations. Remember how spoiled we are with seeing Iceland, Reykjavik, and we got to see all Northern Ireland with the Starks, and of course we got to see Croatia, and we got to see Spain. They're filming in Spain too. So we're going to be really kind of spoiled again with all these beautiful locations and different settings, right? Like that's going to be so exciting. I wonder when it's coming out. Hopefully it'll be like the same kind of time frame, like April, May or something like that. But there's going to be 17 dragons. Carla Wagner says anxious to see Vermithor. Oh my God. Oh man. The fact that they have 17 dragons that they're going to feature in the first season is going to be crazy. Going to be crazy. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm pretty stoked about it. Oh, hell yeah. So that's really exciting, chat. Also, we got the announcement. They didn't announce, we haven't really heard any news about The Mandalorian season 3, but we did get the news that Book of Boba Fett will be coming out on December 29th. Oh my God. Boba Fett, just, oh man, it's just going to be so great. And we know that Obi-Wan's going to be coming out next year as well. They just finished filming. That's going to be 6 like 1 hour episodes or something like that. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna. I think it's 6 episodes. Book of Boba Fett. So 45-minute to like an hour episodes, and just to kind of see him. I would love to see like the underbelly and the darkness of the underworld and the kind of crime bosses and all of that, the huts and all of that to be explored, right? That's going to be truly awesome, and kind of get to see all like the different factions and stuff like that. Blackfire and Dark Sister. Oh, hell yeah. And then the dragon riding too. That'll be cool to see that again. It'll just be sweet, right? Because This is going to be really focused on the Targaryens. And I, I would say, you know, Game of Thrones was, you know, we got a lot of the Lannisters, and but like I think predominantly like the protagonists, like the main people that we got to see the most were probably the Starks, right? So that'll be really interesting to see a show focused on the Targaryens and see how they rock everything and all the conflict that it's going to be fantastic. So yeah, that's super exciting, and it's kind of fitting that the trailer came out because I was originally planning to. I was supposed to come back last week, but I didn't get some of the gear there. So I have my new Sony camera, and there's this kind of thing I mount on my desk. It's kind of like pole arm, and it has a thing you can screw your camera into, and I didn't have it, so I was like, oh. So I just pushed back the streams to this week, and it was perfect because House of the Dragon trailer dropped, and then we got some really wicked. Did everybody see that Witcher trailer with the Nivellen? Oh my God, Christopher Hivju. Christopher Hivju as Nivellen. He looks amazing. Did everybody see that? It looks so good. And then, of course, we get to see Vesemir, which is Geralt's mentor. I don't know how many of you have watched the Nightmare of the Wolf animated movie on Netflix, but that was really good too. We're going to talk a little bit about that tomorrow, me and Aziz. We're going to talk about Vesemir and the Nightmare of the Wolf and all of that. Lucky timing? I don't know. Sure. It could be lucky, yeah. And so then we get obvious Ciri training, which is, she's going to be, I mean, think of this. Ciri is a very special character. I like to, I wouldn't compare her to Bran Stark, but they are very similar in how special they are. And that's going to be really exciting to see her get training from Vesemir and Geralt and the other Witchers, and her make friendships with the other Witchers. And there's going to be new Witchers in the TV show too, so that'll be really exciting. We're going to get Eskel and Lambert, and those guys will pop up with Vesemir, of course. But it'll be interesting to see the House of the Wolf, and maybe we'll see some of the other houses. House of the Cat and the Bear. Maybe they'll kind of show them a little bit, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be focusing on the House of the Wolf from the different Witcher schools. Yeah, Bran and Arya together. Yeah, that's Bran and Arya together, and she's royalty too, right? So oh man, I love The Witcher so much. And guys, like, the first season was confusing for a lot of people, right? Because we're like, oh, what's going on? And until episode 5, they kind of realized that all of these timelines were, you know, the past, the present, and the future were kind of happening simultaneously, right? Like all these different timelines. But I'm telling you, if you haven't read the Witcher books, some of you have, but it's got this kind of Game of Thrones aspect too. Different kingdoms start to pop up. And remember in Game of Thrones season 2, we get a little bit more focused on Stannis and Davos and all these different kingdoms, and we start to learn kind of who some of these other players are, right? And that's going to kind of happen too. Going to start to see kind of these different factions. We got the elves, right? We got the elves, we got Nilfgaard, and we got these other kingdoms that are kind of trying to stave off Nilfgaard. And then there's Nilfgaard's looking for Syrian. Oh my, and then there's all these different factions. We got the wizards, and we got the female sorcerers and mages. And there's there's Littlefinger-esque characters, and oh my God, it's going to be so good. I really think that The Witcher season 2 is going to blow people away, because I think it gets better with each book. It's crazy. So it's going to be a fun adventure. It definitely gets more serious. It's going to be fun to see Jaskier again. If you guys saw in the trailer, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. Jaskier's in a little trouble, right? Someone's beating Jaskier up. And the character who, I don't want to spoil too much for you guys, but we'll talk a little bit about it. But this character means business. So Jaskier's in trouble. And then we see Yennefer is captured by Nilfgaard and Fringilla. So that's pretty interesting, right? Because she was the one who had her kind of Dracarys moment. She basically wielded chaos to the full potential of her ability, and she basically wiped out, right? They won that battle, the Battle of Sodden. Like, they survived. So that was really badass. It's going to be so cool. And then in the, of course, in the trailer, we hear Ciri ask Geralt, "Am I your destiny?" And he says, "No, you're much more than that." So the theme of destiny looming over all of season 2 and kind of ruling the season again. That's going to be so great. And it's going to be cool because I think that we'll see kind of like the different perspectives again, right? We'll have characters that are together, but we're going to have characters like Cahir. He's going to be a really interesting character. I think people will enjoy getting to know. Frangilla as well, getting to know these people even from the bad side. Like, you know, we got to know characters like Cersei Lannister and Tywin. We're going to get to know some of these characters in The Witcher 2 that are going to pop up in season 2 and that are super interesting and they're going to make an impact on the kind of the future of the series and how it unfolds. So really excited, man, about The Witcher. And we're going to make a ton of videos. Ton of Witcher videos. That's probably going to be the main focus of the channel. We'll do a lot of Witcher videos. And when Hawkeye drops, we'll just do a bunch of Hawkeye videos too, but we'll have a consistent amount of Witcher videos for sure. And I would prefer if The Witcher dropped their episodes week by week. I like the weekly format so I can kind of discuss it with you guys a little bit easier. But you know, it's cool. It's cool that it drops all at once. I'm just going to have to get an editor to help me with all that because dropping 8 episodes at once and trying to digest that and get that out as content is absolutely insane. I should probably watch Nightmare of the Wolf and rewatch season 1. Yeah, I definitely recommend that. How many people in chat have seen Nightmare of the Wolf? It's so good. Highly, highly recommend you guys go watch it. And if you want to learn about Vesemir, you definitely want to go watch that for sure. So yeah, there's a lot of exciting things that are happening, chat. And I'm super excited. And it's been a while, like I said, since I've been back. So super happy to be here and see all of you guys again. I wanted to come back sooner, but of course I had to deal with business and take care of myself. And I will continue. It's going to be a process. I'm going to continue to do that. So some days I'm definitely not going to do the full 7 days a week, guys. It'll be like 4 or 5 days a week. You'll see me. And then, you know, once Hawkeye and Witcher starts dropping, we'll have daily videos for sure. I have to, Banner Sessions, I'd have to rewatch the episodes several times if they drop all at once. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Everybody watches at a different pace, right? Like, I'm totally gonna binge the season all at once. Once it drops, I'm gonna watch all the episodes all at once like that. Like, I'm literally gonna sit myself down for 8 hours and watch the whole season. But, you know, as content creators, we want it weekly, right? Because you can have your episode, like, say, on a Sunday, and you can talk about a different topic each day or something like that. One Journey says, I like watching it all at once. Tomorrow is not promised. That's actually correct. I like it all at once, then follow you on your weekly review. Yeah. So I'll do reviews for each episode, and then we'll talk about specific, like, big events that happen and stuff like that too. That'll be really exciting. So yeah, we've kind of talked about mainly what we've want to talk about, but I'm really curious. What do you guys kind of want to see in the channel next? Like, what kind of videos do you guys want to see? Let's do a little poll in chat. Hey, Axe Chucker, my man. Nice to see you, brother. Everybody, Kenny Cross is Axe Chucker from Watchers on the Wall. One of my favorite people in the Game of Thrones community. Such an awesome person. Let's welcome him in the chat. All right, chat. We got a poll. We have a poll. Did it work? All right, chat. Oh, this is such a cool new feature. This is the first time we've got to use this. So what type of videos do you want to see the most? House of the Dragon, The Witcher Season 2, Hawkeye, Book of Boba Fett. Let's get some. I have a feeling House of the Dragon's going to win. We got 7 votes already. You guys are awesome. House of the Dragon's definitely going to win. I know that for sure. But I'm curious to see who finishes in second and in third. Look at that dragon love. Of course, man. Of course. We love Game of Thrones here, right? Kenny, you should come on and chat with me about House of the Dragon sometime for fun, man. Aaron Willoughby says, anything House of the Dragon and Star Wars related, I'm down. Hell yeah. House of the Dragon just dominating. We got 17 votes. Yeah. The thing is, it will be a while till House of the Dragon, right? So I'm just curious on what you guys want to see until we get there. Because when House of the Dragon comes out, you guys know it will be the main focus, right? So Kate likes Marvel commentary. That's great. We love all fandoms here, of course. House of the Dragon, but Witcher 2 is a close second. Hard to decide, says Jody Collins. I could come out of retirement. Yo, get back on your Twitter grind. That'd be sick, dude. Oh, man, thank you. Guys, thank you so much for bringing all of the awesome vibes today. Nope. Big clap to all of you guys for making my day, man. Really appreciate it. So we have a winner of the poll. Drum roll. House of the Dragon was 67%. The Witcher Season 2 was 22%. Hawkeye 6%. Book of Boba Fett. I guess we're fantasy lovers here in the chat, right? And then don't forget, Lord of the Rings comes out next year, right? And like Wheel of Time comes out like soon. So it's insane, right? Because the pandemic kind of pushed everything back. And now we're like in this zone where like from now until forever, there's going to be like 6 Marvel shows a year. There's going to be an Ahsoka show. Like next year, Mandalorian, Obi-Wan. Like, oh my God. Like this is overwhelming. That's why we need to hire an editor for the channel, chat, because there's no way I can cover all of these different subjects all at once. If it's just me, I can cover 1 subject or 2 subjects or something, but my goodness, man. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So we ended the poll and House of the Dragon won. That's so cool though, that we have like that new feature in chat, right? I really like that. What do you guys think of the new camera, by the way? How does it look? Does it look nice and clear? Do you guys like my little nano leaf in the corner too? We're gonna get some new stuff for the background too. We're gonna get some new prints, but yeah, this camera is the best streaming camera out there. It's absolutely fantastic. It's just, it blew me away. I was watching some videos and I was like, I had to go get this. Oh yeah, they announced an Agatha Harkness spinoff too. It was Agatha all along, right? She was a great character in WandaVision, so it would be cool to see her. And then, guys, the Spider-Man. Oh my God, Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six. That's going to be absolutely fucking insane, man. Super stoked about that. So yeah, chat, like I said, so one thing, we haven't been creating content for a couple months. So there are a couple different ways you can support the channel. If you do want to hit that join button, it starts at $4.99 a month. I do extra bonus, exclusive polls, extra bonus content. Like I said, you don't have to do that. The content will always be free on the channel, but there always will be a little extra bonus content on the channel. So if you do want to help support the channel, help me get to the goal of getting an editor for the channel, you can hit that join button, or you can join on Patreon. Of course, if you do want to help out and you do want to continue to help grow the channel, you can donate in the comment section in the live chat. That's always welcomed as well. And yeah, hitting that like button, of course, if you're enjoying the videos, and commenting in the comment section. Those are super important things, right, that help grow the channel with the algorithm. The more comments there are, the more likes there are, the more you sit and watch and interact with the video, me, and the channel, the more it grows. So any way you guys can help out, I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, we're going to try to build this channel up into an even better and greater thing that we had before. I don't know if we can reach the levels that we had with Game of Thrones Season 8 when we had 1 million hit videos. I don't think we'll ever do that again. But hey, who knows? House of the Dragon comes out. And The Witcher Season 2. You know, anything is possible. We'll see what happens. Guys, the numbers don't really matter to me. It's about having fun, and this is my passion. I just love to do this. So I'm just so happy to be here and chat with you guys and hang out. And oh man, it just feels really good to get back at this. I've honestly really missed you guys and missed doing this. So hell yeah. So we also have Carrot Cake who's in chat. We have, like I said, Aaron Willoughby. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anyone. The one and only Thinkerbell. And yeah, everybody that joined today, I want to really thank you. Like I said, this wasn't going to be a crazy, super long stream. But tomorrow we have another stream, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be me and Aziz from History of Westeros, and also the podcast, a surprise. If you guys haven't checked out the Witcher podcast, you can find it on anchor.fm. I'm actually just going to type this in here. And yeah, basically, I think how many episodes do we have? 15? We have 15 or 16 episodes of the podcast, a surprise. Yeah, we've covered the first 2 books. So if you're looking to get into the Witcher books and you want to learn more about the lore, mythology, the characters, the kingdoms, we cover all of that. Me, Aziz, and Mikal, who you may know from Vassals of Kingsgrave, and she does amazing writing and Hyperbole and stuff like that too. So yeah, that's going to be happening tomorrow. Me and Aziz will be covering the trailers. We're going to break down all the Witcher Season 2 stuff. That's going to be super exciting. I'm taking Sunday off to spend Thanksgiving with my family because Canadian Thanksgiving is this weekend. And then Monday, we will be getting back to it. We're going to do, like I said, we're going to start with our consistent streams next week. I don't know. What do you guys like better? Noon Eastern Standard Time or 1 p.m.? I'm thinking probably 1 p.m. might be better, but I also really like noon too. We'll start with the news streams, like kind of the news of the day. If there's House of the Dragon news, we'll do that. Or if there's news on Marvel and The Witcher, we'll do Marvel and Witcher. If there's news on, Obi-Wan, The Mandalorian, if there's news on a new Wolverine movie or Deadpool, whatever, we'll kind of just try to take as much as possible with the best, most recent news, and we'll cover all of that stuff and just relevant topics that we want to talk about, stuff that you guys are asking me to talk about in chat, stuff like that. We'll kind of cover it, and we'll have I don't know, what should we call this news segment, chat? Will you guys want to help me out with a name for it? I don't know what to call it, but I think that we should probably name it, right? I don't know. I guess we could make it into a podcast. What do we think? I don't know. What should we call this new news segment live stream that we're going to have from Monday to Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? What do we think? What do we think? Kyle's news? I appreciate that, Jody, but I don't know. I'm thinking of something kind of catchy. Because there's a lot of Kyles out there, right? 1 p.m. or later? The Nerd News Nugget? That's cute. We don't have to Geek of the Week? That could be like a weekly thing, but we're doing daily news from Monday to Friday, right? No, that's cool. It's cool. I'm appreciating all the suggestions. The Geek Report, I just want to make sure I'm not stealing anybody's, let's see, is the Geek Report something? I'm checking on Google. Oh, yeah. The Geek Report's already something for sure. We'll think of something. Oh, you know what? We'll think of something. We'll figure it out. The Daily Geek Nerd News Now. Oh, Nerd News Now. I really like, man. Let's check out if that's on Google. Nerd News Now is pretty sweet. I really like that. That's really good. It feels too close to Geek and News, yeah. I like the alternative nerd news idea. Nerd News Now, triple N. That's pretty cool. You know what I could do? Is have like kind of like a news desk or something. Maybe I could get the green screen going. That would be kind of funny. Like a you know, that kind of music that they always got. And welcome to this news. And you know, when they have that kind of like intro, like little like 10-second music before they do the news, we could do something like super funny like that. Maybe. Very interesting. All right, Kenny, I see you. I see you. But anyways, chat, that's going to do it for today. If you did enjoy this video, hit that like button. Comment in the comment section what kind of videos you would like to see on the channel. And yeah, like I said, I really appreciate you guys coming to join me on a Friday. Like I said, I was going to do it at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I figured I'd do it a little bit earlier in the day and just kind of chill out and chat with you guys. I really appreciate everyone that came here support me today in the live chat. I do want to give a special thank you to everyone who had reached out to me and sent me kind messages and stuff like that. You know, that's definitely something that helped out a lot during my grieving process. I'm still in the grieving process, right? It's going to take a super long time to kind of navigate through that, a lifetime. But yeah, I just want to say I really like so many of you reached out and said super nice things and support of me and stuff like that. You guys know how much my mom meant to me. This YouTube channel wouldn't exist without her. So, yeah, I'm just really super thankful that, I'm able to do this and she gave me this opportunity and that you guys continue coming back and listening to me talk about nerdy things. So it will continue is what I'm trying to say. So thanks again, everyone. I really appreciate you, and I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic weekend. I'll see you tomorrow.